We're called the Voorhees Animal Orphanage, but first and foremost, we are a municipal animal shelter. That means we are obligated to take in all of the stray, unwanted, and unloved animals from the 29 towns in southern New Jersey that we serve. Because we are a municipal animal shelter, we do not have the luxury of picking and choosing the animals that come to us. Many of our residents have suffered from neglect or abuse, and sometimes even worse. They come to us broken in body, broken in mind, and so we go the extra mile to really make a connection with each and every one of them.
You see, to all of us, this is the most important building outside of our homes. These animals aren't just part of a job. We don't just take care of strays and unwanted pets. We give them hope and a chance to become part of a family.
What is most important to us is to find a home that is the best fit for each animal. If there are existing animals in the home, with kids or without kids, with a fence, without a fence, that type of thing, we are going to do what is best for that particular animal.
So many of these animals have only had horrific experiences with humans. We have to rebuild them, sometimes physically and almost always emotionally. Our staff and volunteers does that every single day, 365 days a year.
When Baconator first arrived at the shelter, Animal Control had just picked him up. He was just a local stray in one of our towns in Collingswood, New Jersey. It took 10 long months for Baconator to find his forever home. We had quite a few people who would be interested in him, and then for one reason or another they would back out or it would just not be the right fit. Bacon was adopted and was out of the shelter for maybe 2 months, but the family didn't seem to be fully committed to having a pet and they returned him. When Bacon came back, he looked like his spirit was broken. He looked so depressed and he would just stare at the wall and not interact as much as he did before. 2 months turned into 4 and then 6, but one day his forever family walked in and it was one of those moments where I could just tell it was them.
I saw him in the kennel real quick and they grabbed him right away. They put him on a leash and they took me in that room with all the pretty paintings on the wall, the flowers and things. And I sat on the floor with him and he just kind of curled up and started licking my chin. He was a very, very nice dog. Very, very nice.
It costs an average of $25 a day to care for a shelter animal. That means we invested over $6,000 to care for Bacon until we found a home for him, and we only got about $100 back in adoption fees. But when you look at that happy puppy playing with his happy family, you know it was worth every penny.
When you see an animal that comes through here that is broken in spirit, but is loved by our staff and our volunteers, and we help get them more socialized, and then you fall in love yourself and take home your new family member, I like to think there's a special place in heaven for those adopters.